I mean, yeah, you are just scheming. I don't mind that so much. Ooh, what are you trying to do? Oh, this was the person who was misusing their position. That's okay. I'm gonna ask you to stop doing things at this point. So, Kaon, you're actually in line for the County of Fogia. Fascinating. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You have a lot of kids here. I guess with 2 different wives over some... What has it been? 40, 50 years? I suppose that's fair. Oh, the rebellion ended over here. We should probably stop trying to press the claim there. Instead, let's see if we can get Amalfi land. Bulgarian-Croatian vassalization war. Okay, so we're trying to vassalize Croatia. King is. Just gonna get them to go do kingly things over there. It's too bad Niche isn't available. I'd love to have that land. What are my intrigue options here? Found a new kingdom. We'd have to be an independent ruler. That's not happening anytime soon. You know, it's been a while. Let's see about feasts and summer fairs. We could really make the people happy in our old age here. Summer fair. Okay. For 25 gold, we can increase our prosperity. I've given the order that a summer fair should be held in Sofia this summer. Peasants should be happier with that. Seems like a celebration is in order. I'd invited a monkey trainer to the summer fair, and the performance went well. Until one of the monkeys refused to ride on top of a pig. Nice reference there, Paradox. The trainer beat the monkey with a stick, which led to the other monkeys to attack the trainer, biting him and hitting him with his own stick. Shouldn't someone do something? Here's your money, I don't want to see you ever again. Yeah, that got out of hand. Have some gold. Mac needs her higher education. We can go for diplomacy, though she's got willful and affectionate traits. So the affectionate is good, the willful is not as good. Marshall, though, you are rowdy and willful. You want to be trained in war. However, your stats tell us that diplomacy is one of your favorite things here. That's really interesting. You want to be trained for war, but you're very good at diplomacy. I like that. Alright, yeah, we're going to go for diplomatic as we've been going. And we'll see how that works out. The peddlers are loading their wares, and the merchants are taking down their stalls. The jugglers, strolling players, and the other entertainers are preparing to leave. The summer fair is over for this year. It was great fun while it lasted. Alright, cool. However, our ecclesiarch, our chaplain, died, so we need someone new to come in here. Be our court chaplain. Well, the bishop seems like a good choice. Yeah. Alright, bishop, come on in. And let's see if you can spread the faith over here in our duchy. Oh, that's saying that that Venice owns some of the land there, too. Why is there a Venetian shield there? Things you ask yourself from time to time. Recruit court physician. Our court physician seems to have passed on. There's someone that can fill in that position. Well, someone who doesn't like us is probably not a good bet for the physician. So we're going to send out our messengers. Let everyone know we need a new physician. Hope we don't have to wait long. The craftsmen that you funded a couple of years ago have returned to tell you of their success. With your support, they were able to set up their business, and it's now one of the most profitable enterprises in Nicopolis. Hooray! 100 gold. We gave them 50, they gave us 100. The city is more prosperous. Very good. Young Astore isn't somebody... Oh, this is the but the child of... I don't know who you are, but good, you've become a theologian. I'm so proud for you. Ever since your pursuit of wealth began and you started keeping a close eye on both income and expenses, your coffers seem to be filled to the brim more often than not. Hooray, extra stewardship. That's very nice. I don't think we've got enough to do much improvement here. We would improve stables, get some more cavalry in. But really, we're trying to get to this 419, I think. Get our keep up and going. Word has reached you of a much-beloved old woman named Dana that resides in a nearby village. The old woman spends her days freely helping the villagers with various medical matters, such as concocting herbal remedies and amputating infected limbs. You know, minor things like that. She agrees to take up residence in your court if you donate a large sum of gold to the village. And by large sum, you mean 22. Seems fine to me. Let me double check. Wow, you are a smart one. Renowned physician, mastermind theologian, celibate, scholar, erudite, ambitious, patient, kind, charitable. Wow. Yes, 22 gold, and you are now our court physician. Even if you're 70 years old, you're still a good one for this. My son Germon has not been himself lately. I've noticed how he has lost weight and been overcome by episodes of intense fatigue. Apparently the underlying cause is cancerous growth, which is sucking the life out of him. Man, we've got some genetic cancer running through the family here. So sorry. Call for my court physician. Fortunately, we have one of those now. Save Germon's life, please. Ah, it's late enough in the year we can hold a feast. Given the orders for a great feast to be hosted in Tirnovo. Let the preparations begin. In Tirnovo? Okay. While I was busy preparing for my feast, a troop of wandering jongleurs arrived at the castle. They looked a bit ragged, but their performance entertained the whole castle. Perhaps I should think about offering them my patronage. Yes, 10 gold to you. Be perfect entertainers for the feast. When I opened the door, I saw no one. But as I stepped aside to close it, a group of acrobats cartwheeled, somersaulted, and tumbled in. They performed all sorts of tricks, and everyone watching exploded into applause when they finished. You'll be great at the feast, too. I have all sorts of entertainment going on. The best part about preparing a feast is deciding what foodstuff to serve. I must purchase venison, boar, duck, spices, wine, and ale, honey for the desserts, cheeses, and perhaps even a swan or a peacock. Spend enough on food to satisfy everyone's hunger, or I don't want to spend too much on food. No, we're gonna do it right. Spending a lot of money on this feast. Most of the preparations for the feast have been made. Now I only have to send out the invitations. I hereby invite you to join me in this wonderful feast. Dear Duke Marme, I thank you for your invitation, but I will not be able to attend your feast. In fact, I refuse to set foot in the same castle as you. Well, Mayor Corvulus, I don't like you either. Loads of new followers this stream. Thanks, C-Knight. Yeah, it's been very nice. Also, I don't know if you were around, but you're actually in the game now, too. Let's see if I can find you. Right, here you are. This is you. C-Knight Germanov. Right now, you're rather martial. More people that won't come to the feast. Mayor Alexei, Mayor Mikhaila, Mikhaila, one of those. Mayor Mike. Yeah, I thought you might not be around for the moment. As there's more events that pop up with you, I'll let you know. Guests have finally arrived. All is ready. The cooks have worked day and night preparing the food, and the castle has never looked lovelier. Welcome to my feast. What would a feast be without entertainment? The jongleur's dexterity and skill impressed and captivated my guests, making me very pleased with them. Her performance was splendid. 10 prestige. And a bishop likes the jugglers. Okay, that's nice. I started talking to one of my guests at the feast and found them the most interesting. Hours flew by. Wine bottles were emptied. Other guests excused themselves and went to bed, but we kept talking until the wee hours. I've never met a more fascinating person. Bishop Culin, my chaplain and ecclesiarch, we've become great friends. Look at that reputation with each other. 100 opinion. Bishop Giorgio cut the throat of one of my servants when the clumsy man spilled wine over his garb. Yeah, that is no way to be a bishop. I am sorry. You are being imprisoned. I might be cruel, but even I know don't kill servants for spilling things on you. The last of the guests have returned home, and everyone agreed it was this year's greatest feast. I had great fun, and so did everyone else. Except for the poor servant. I feel like you're forgetting that part. It's not going to be a great day. However, we've, let's see, if I banished you, I could see some gold, but I don't know that that's so good. Could ransom you out for 25 gold. No, you did your job pretty poorly. I think it's time for you to stay in there. And Croatia is now a part of Bulgaria. Our nation is a little bit disconnected places, but at least, you know, here, this part of Bulgaria that we own, Bogia, is right across from Zaklumia, which is Croatia. Nothing like a bit of that at all. How are you doing over here? You still have 4,000 troops. That's terrifying to me. Less terrifying to others. I mean, we're at 3,000. That's actually a lot more than I thought we had. I can imprison you. Why? Because you've got a plot to kill somebody. I mean, I don't know that that means all that much. How about I just tell you to not do it? Just stop your plotting. Marshal Kresimir told me about his ideas. I couldn't really understand what he was talking about, but he was adamant in his belief that this would improve the military. Without knowing what those ideas are, we can pay 13 gold and get some military innovations. And increase prosperity. Or we can say no. We got the money. Let's do it. My liege, blessings upon you and your house. Your demand is just. My scheming was obviously misdirected. I hope you will find it in you to forgive me. Okay, sure. Just don't do it again. Also, we've got quite an income coming in now from all of these counties. Oh, that's why we have so many more troops. We've got 4 counties. That'll do it. I mean, Sofia is at least the majority of our troops, as it should be, as our home. We're trying to get 419 to get the keep. That's right. Lots of people moving around. I could build a training grounds, which would give us a better reinforcement rate. That's probably not a bad idea. It'll take a while, but let's build a place to train. Oh, wow, that was almost all of our ducats. Good thing we're making a bunch. I said ducats. That's the currency in EU4. Europa Universalis. I think it's still gold here, technically. Doesn't really say, but... Hey! Hey, don't you be attacking Nicopolis, trying to steal my money. We're gonna go after you. Yeah, that's right. You better run. Ooh! Maximum of 4,200 troops. We had a great recruitment drive going. Sea Knight, you are... time for your basic education. So you are split between marshal and stewardship, which is not a bad place to be as a possible future leader. We go more... Yeah, let's have you be conscientious. Give you a focus on duty. No, we held a feast that was expensive. It was fun. We're done. You want to be a leader? You never know what could happen. After all, this is a game of intrigue as much as anything else. You might one day... You're not very intrigue heavy, but you might end up killing someone. Yeah, oh good, you two are interacting. Excellent. She is older than you, Sea Knight. As far as I'm concerned, she probably should be the heir, but because of this whole needing to be a guy thing, To the brave Duke Marmay, blessings upon you and your house. We propose that Prince Slavic of Bulgaria become the guardian and mentor of little Sea Knight Germanov, so he can be raised as a proper Bulgarian Orthodox. Prince Slavic is not of my dynasty here. Got me a king to marry. 11 out of 10 had somewhere else. Okay, you're right. You are of a time we should be finding a match for you. We'll do that in just a moment. Sea Knight, I think... Oh, you are Catholic. Well, that's odd. Okay, we're going to go have you be hosted by Prince Slavic over here, who is diligent, wroth, shy, content, and has some chest pains. I'm sure nothing wrong could ever possibly happen with that. He'll teach you how to be more martial and a little bit more stewardshiply as well. Also, he's going to teach you about this Orthodox faith that we have going on. Go. That's fine. Yes. Let us see here. All right, Mac, since you want to marry a king, I could marry you matrilineally. That would mean that all of your children would be dynasty, of our dynasty. And wow, the Prince of the Byzantine Empire would marry you? Poor guy in his chest pains. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it happens. It might mean that he has a heart condition. It might mean that he ate some bad sushi. You just never know. Well, let's see. He is club-footed, so probably not so handsome. He's also 9 years old to your 13. Not that big of a difference, but probably not the greatest. If you're looking for handsomeness, club-footed's not going to do it. Let's see. Attractive is what it's called. There are no attractive men that are willing to marry into a matrilineal marriage. Okay. Here are the 4 attractive men that are willing to marry you at the moment here, or get into a betrothal. Baltimore, who is the Baron of Haldersleben. Haldensleben? I can read German. Come on, one of these days. He is German. Attractive, rowdy, and indolent. He's the oldest of the group here. Eistulf of Lombard. There's an Italian man named Enzo. He's 4. That's like a 9-year difference to you. Gonna have to wait a while for that to work out. No kings, I'm afraid, that are attractive. These are all, like, heirs. There was one baron in there, which is decent. At least he's a... let's see. If you want a king, I can try to look for rank who's willing to go for a betrothal here. Right now, Rutger, the Count of Overyssel, is the only person that has any rank. He is a giant at 18 years old, charitable, cynical, diligent, looking for a title, and he's a dutiful cleric. But he is currently a count. And there's Baldemar, who is attractive, which you were looking for, you said. Decently fighty and intriguey. I feel like there were many more that just didn't show up when I did that. Okay, I don't know why there were only a few. Rank, please. There we go. No kings available at the moment. There is a Grand Prince, though, which is an independent duke, age 9. Duke of Saxony. Yeah, sorry. We're as a ducal level, kings don't want to generally marry people that are that level. We might be able to find some princes, though. Might inherit it later. Is he first in line? Wow, you're really scheming here. Let's see. So the Grand Prince here, he is actually in control of his duchy, but he does have a king that's above him. Yesolavad Ystlavoyevich. Oh, you are pagan. That's why they're not going to go there. You must be a ruler. Well, there's many rulers here. Do you have a young son? Prince Pavlos? This is probably your highest person. This is an heir of the Byzantine Empire. So, like, not just a king, heir to an empire. I think he's got an older brother that's the actual heir, but he's second in line. He is club-footed. Okay, you got it. Mac and cheese, there you are. We can kill him, it's fine. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Young Boleslav has finished his education. Who is Boleslav? That guy. A bastard of some dynasty. Of Benevento. Oh, this is a bastard of the guy whose land we took. The Byzantine Emperor himself wrote back to us. To the level-headed Duke Marmay, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I have decided to accept your suggestion of a betrothal between Mac and Cheese and Prince Pavlos. Hooray! You are engaged to be married. Congratulations. Many felicitations, etc., etc. As he is growing older, I can see that Stentore could use some guidance from some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work, and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make a self-sacrifice for the sake of Stentore. Who is Stentore? A weak, indolent, groomed, stubborn kid that is not of my dynasty. I don't know why I'm educating you. Learn on your own.